Coach Allisha had a career high in rebounds tonight. Big game, 14 rebounds, 10 points. She's been playing extraordinary ever since she came back. Just talk a bit about her play.
Man, this is the first time I think in her career, double back to back. Just happy to have her back, just being herself. Last 2 games we have put her on the ball, so it's taken a little bit out of her, but she's playing well for us. Yeah, I'm excited for her.
And tide kind of turned a little bit later in the game. What was the shift in momentum from your point of view?
Well, I think Courtney made a couple shots. Billings got a couple offensive rebounds. That shot that I think they got 2 or 3 offensive boards back to back. And then we didn't go down. We didn't execute. We didn't score. And one thing about our team, unfortunately, we allow our offense to dictate our defense. And so we got to do a better job of that. But overall, I mean, it's hard to win without Mariah Jefferson, Izzy, and Satu. Atlanta, let's not, take them for granted. Their record is 7-20, but they got some athletes. Like any given day, any one of them can score 30 a game, like with ease, So it was tough. It was tough. I asked Charli to step up because Bella hurt her knee or did something, and she stepped up and she proved herself. 10-7. Kay came in and she was a little nervous, which is understandable. But just to have that experience is good, because leading into the playoff is going to be huge for everybody to be ready to play.
How big of an adjustment is it going to be for you? You got 3 players missing out. They're a big part of what you do. How do you make things work in a push for the playoffs with less than a handful of games left?
Well, pray a lot, but really ask. I asked Mabry and Ty and Charli to really step up and be solid on the bench. KT has to play better as well. Offensively, defensively, she gives everything, and rebounding and all that stuff. But offensively, we need a little bit more punch from her from the offensive side. But just everybody to be solid and just play their game.
So we talked about this earlier, but Chicago won this afternoon, which means there's 2 spots left, and you got New York, Washington, LA on your heels. 2 of those you're going to face soon. What are you looking to adjust to having these players out and going for that playoff push?
It's going to be tough. It's going to take focus. It's going to take effort from everyone to be locked in for 40 minutes and bring their best effort, and fight to the end. The best thing, we're at home. We hold our own destiny. So it's all about us. We have some tiebreakers. So we just got to make sure we finish the way we need to.
What kind of pressure is there, not like league-wise, but community-wise, going for that playoff push? Something
Yes.
that Dallas has been waiting for.
It's huge. It's huge. I've been in the league for 25 years. I always play to be in the playoffs. I don't play to just play a season, So it's huge for our fans. It's huge. It's huge for our team. Making it to the playoff is one step forward. They know what it feels like to be in the playoffs, so that's huge. And then the next year they'll go further and further and further, and they realize that it's just a new season. Nothing changes. The intensity increases, but overall, nothing changes. So it's very important for us to make the playoff, and not just for the community, for us as a team.
What do you think the intensity level is at now?
It's still very high. At the end of the day, let's just be honest. We cannot not shoot the ball well. At the end of the day, we got to make shots. We missed a lot of open shots. We didn't finish in the lane. We only had 5 free throws. That means we took a lot of jump shots, and also we only had 11 assists on 78 attempts or something. we can't win like that. At the end of the day, we can't win like that. One-on-one basketball, we can't do that. That's not who we are. That's not who we designed to be. That's not that's not the reason why we're where we are today in a position to make the playoff. We got rid of that one-on-one stuff and we play team basketball. We can't survive like that. One-on-one basketball, jump shots, not getting to the free throw line. I mean, we rebound the hell out of the ball, 13 offensive boards and finished with 45. I mean, without Izzy, without Satu, without MJ's 6 or 7, we still rebound the basketball very well. Now we got to make shots. We got to finish.
And lastly, for me, what are some important things you think you can learn about your team these last few games?
Who has the heart? Who want to compete? Who are we? What character have we built throughout the season? Because we have to stand out now as an individual and as a team to be the best version of ourselves.
Lastly, from me, when you don't have people like MJ, that's too busy on the court, what do they bring to the court that's missing? Like, what do you see that's missing?
Well, you have
Aside from them physically.
well, the fact that you have 3 players that can go get their own shots, that can get out in transition, that can create and Satu, she's not missing those shots at the top of the key. She's able to penetrate and dish. Izzy's be able to penetrate, offensive rebound, cut, get out in transition, and then Mo is able to organize everything. So we're missing a big part of the pie. So, but at the end of the day, I thought my team played well. I mean, for what we had.
Okay, Andrew, let's go with some quick questions.
We have no questions via the Zoom right now. So thank you very much for joining us tonight, Coach. Hey, guys, just hang right with us. We will be right back with Arike Ogunbowale, Allisha Gray, and Charli Collier. Thanks again, Coach. All right, Arike, if you don't mind unmuting for me, we'll go ahead and get started with questions in the room, and then we'll move to questions on the Zoom. Go ahead and ask your questions, guys.
Arike, teammate Allisha Gray had a career high rebounds, back-to-back double-doubles, first time in her career. Talk about her play ever since she's come back from the Olympic break.
She's been playing well. I mean, I feel like she was playing well even before the Olympic break, but I think she's, I guess, been playing a little better. She's been doing what we know she knows how to do, so I'm not surprised at all. She's been playing great.
What are some things that right off the bat that you guys need to change for these last 4 games?
We just got to be ready to play. Obviously, we have some players down, so we just got to have people step up. But we can't focus on who we don't have. We have to focus on who we do have, and yeah, we just got to lock in and make these playoffs.
How much does that change the dynamic? It's, you're kind of used to it before. You've had some injuries with the team in the past, but these 3 are kind of a really big part of what you do.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really focus on that. I'm just worried about what we have. We just got to lock in. Whoever we have, everybody has to be locked in.
I've heard from some people that you have kind of like a goldfish mentality. It's easy for you to kind of forget the last play and move on with the game. At the beginning of the game, you were kind of slipping through the defense, but the shots weren't falling. How do you, turn that around and then, finish the game with 21 points?
I guess that's just my mentality. Like I said, if the first couple shots don't come in, I always think the next one's gonna go in. So I won't stop shooting.
Good. Go ahead, Andrew. Any Zoom questions?
We currently do not have any hands raised on the Zoom. So thank you very much for joining us, Arike. Just stick with us, guys. We're going to be back with Allisha Gray and Charli Collier. And so, guys, go ahead and ask your questions.
I can't stop looking at her shoes. Allisha, talk about the rest of your team. You're missing a lot of key players right now, and Izzy, Mariah, and Satu, and having some young players having to step up, like Charli. What do you tell players like that, young players in the league who have to step up in a big situation when you guys pushing for the playoffs?
I mean, we're all professionals. I mean, they got drafted here for a reason. I mean, it's just you just gotta be ready to play your numbers call. You may not get your number call every night, but you just gotta stay ready, and when your number's called, just be ready to play.
What went wrong for the team tonight? When did momentum shift?
They got some key rebounds. I think that was the biggest thing was they got some key rebounds at the end.
And you, back-to-back doubles for you. How do you kind of command your presence on the court?
I mean, I'm a player. I mean, I don't know. I just play my game. I mean, a lot of people always. The thing is, like, I always make a presence. It's just whether you pay attention or not. I really don't care if you pay attention or not. But as a player, like my presence always felt on the court. So as for me, I continue doing my thing. So the stuff that I do, it's not a shock to me and it's not a shock to me or the people that really respect my game. It's not a shock to them when I do stuff like that. It's just a shock to people that don't really pay attention to me as an individual, as a player.
Where do you feel like the intensity level is sitting at right now with, 2 playoff spots remaining and a handful of games left?
I mean, it's go time. I mean, we just gotta continue, push it forward, put this game behind us, and focus on the next game we got on Tuesday and play hard and try to win that game.
Andrew, anything on Zoom?
Nothing on Zoom. So thank you very much for joining us today, Allisha. Hey guys, we got Charli Collier right here. So if you guys can just stick with us, we will be right back in just a second. Person questions, and then we'll go to any questions you have via Zoom. Go ahead and ask your questions, guys.
Charli, where would you say you get your edge from?
I think I've always had a competitive edge. I'm just a really competitive person on and off the court. Especially, when you're competing against someone, and me being a rookie, I just feel like I always have to have an edge. I always have to be ready to play.
How, Coach was talking about how you guys really adapted this, one man down, one man up mentality.
Yeah.
Set two, now Izzy and Mo. How have you kind of adjusted to that yourself and, taking on a bigger role?
Just staying ready so you don't have to get ready. I feel like it always starts in practice. Just preparation. Just knowing, you have to be ready whenever your number is called.
What gets you going in the midst of a game? Somebody, it's that really cool assist that they pass at half court. Somebody, it's they make their first shot that gets them going. What gets you going?
I feel like the fans, just having all the support here at home, just gets us going, it gets the adrenaline going, and it just makes you really excited to play, especially in your home court and in front of your family and friends.
And what do you feel like you have to do to kind of fill the roles of those key players that are missing to help the team make a playoff?
Just do the things that I know to do: rebound well, set great screens, and finish in the paint, and do the little things. That's what's going to help us.
Andrew, anything on Zoom?
Nothing on Zoom. So thank you very much for joining us tonight, Charli. Hey guys, we are going to be right back with more Dallas Wings post game on Tuesday, September 7th, after the game versus the Connecticut Sun. And we also have pregame approximately 60 minutes prior to tip with Coach. Thanks, y'all, and good night.